In a tragic turn of events, a catastrophic ATACMS cluster munition strike has reportedly obliterated 116 Russian soldiers who were congregated in the open in the volatile Luhansk region of Eastern Europe. Shocking aftermath imagery captured the grim scene, depicting bodies strewn across a vast expanse of terrain. While the footage revealed 2 additional strikes occurring simultaneously in the vicinity, the efficacy of these assaults remains uncertain, as discernible outcomes were not evident from the video evidence provided. Adding to the escalating tensions, a recent video surfaced, posted by Will, showcasing a Ukrainian Bradley infantry fighting vehicle engaged in combat with a Russian MTLB in eastern Ukraine. The footage unfolds as the Russian vehicle, arriving from the right, disgorges its infantry, who tumble ungracefully to the ground. Subsequently, the Bradley retaliates, unleashing a barrage from its Bushmaster 25mm chain gun mounted in the turret. The onslaught targets the Russian APC's tracks and rear, engulfing it in flames. Additionally, separate footage captured the catastrophic demise of a Russian BMP infantry fighting vehicle, succumbing to the devastating impact of a kamikaze drone strike directed at its rear. The footage graphically portrayed the loitering munition meticulously approaching its target, before accelerating and striking the BMP with lethal precision. The resultant explosion engulfed the vehicle in flames, leaving nothing but charred remnants in its wake. Furthermore, a distressing scene unfolded as a contingent of Russian soldiers was observed crammed into a diminutive, Chinese-made utility buggy, hurtling through the terrain at maximum speed. Their perilous journey was compounded by the relentless pursuit of an explosive-laden Ukrainian kamikaze drone, which trailed closely behind. Despite the absence of aftermath footage, it is presumed that the Russian forces suffered considerable casualties amid the tumultuous onslaught. In the tumultuous theater of conflict, the combat zone in Ukraine witnessed a staggering 97 clashes in the past day alone. Russian forces unleashed a barrage of aggression, including 2 missile strikes, 65 airstrikes, and 12 barrages from multiple launch rocket systems, targeting both Ukrainian military positions and civilian areas. According to the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the toll on Russian forces continues to mount, with 1,270 soldiers and 181 pieces of military equipment lost in the latest bout of hostilities. Despite the relentless onslaught, Ukrainian defense forces remain resolute. Spokesperson Nazar Voloshin affirmed that control over Chasiv Yar remains steadfast, with no enemy encroachment into the city's borders reported. However, the situation remains precarious in other sectors. Voloshin warned of increased enemy activity near Pokrovsk and Kharkiv, with up to 4 Russian brigades massing for a potential offensive towards Avdiivka and Mariinka. In the southern theater, Ukrainian forces repelled multiple assaults, thwarting Russian advances both in the Orikhiv direction and on the left bank of the Dnieper in the Kherson Oblast. Meanwhile, intelligence reports indicate shifting enemy movements towards the Kupian direction, signaling potential future confrontations. Adding to the complexity of the conflict, the use of chemical weapons by Russian troops spiked in April, with 444 incidents recorded, a stark increase from previous periods. Amidst the chaos of battle, Ukrainian forces scored significant victories. Special Operations Forces destroyed a Russian Buk M1 launcher complex in the Sumy direction, while defense intelligence operatives, aided by HIMARS operators, neutralized a Russian Tor anti-aircraft missile system in Zaporizhia. Notably, the strike was facilitated by intelligence gathered from a PD-2 unmanned aerial vehicle, highlighting the effectiveness of modern reconnaissance tactics. In a bid to bolster defenses, the 13th Rapid Reaction Kartia Brigade of the National Guard of Ukraine has been deployed near the village of Okeratine, where Russian incursions have recently intensified. Meanwhile, a combined unit comprising the 13th Rapid Reaction Kartia Brigade and the 467th Separate Infantry Battalion of the Armed Forces of Ukraine has undertaken a critical combat mission in Donetsk Oblast. Utilizing aerial reconnaissance and artillery support, the unit successfully neutralized enemy infantry and destroyed a Russian tank, resulting in significant losses for the opposing forces. In a boost to Ukraine's defense capabilities, German sensor company Hensoldt announced the forthcoming delivery of 6 TRML-4D radars, valued at over €100 million. Equipped with state-of-the-art AESA radar technology, these systems promise enhanced detection and tracking capabilities, vital for countering airborne threats ranging from fast-moving cruise missiles to hovering helicopters.